everybody! Today I want to talk about a great lie that not only kills productivity but also damages your creativity and can potentially be damaging to your brain. And this lie is called I do more and I work faster when I multitask. This is one of the most delusional concepts within the productivity skill set. And I want to talk about it today to really understand what it's behind it and why this is really just a fallacy. Stick with me for more. So, can we really be superheroes and do multiple things at once? Actually, Daniel Levitin, in his great book, The Organized Mind, explained that evidence suggests that the idea of multitasking is a superpower and it's really a myth. Our brain is really not made for focusing on different things at a time. So in reality, when we think that we are multitasking and we are doing multiple things at once, we are really just switching from one task to another and then to the third one. And this comes with a very important cost. The result of multitasking is really not more and better work. It is drained energy, lower efficiency, and lower quality of work. And there's actually more. Not only is multitasking bad for our efficiency and creativity, multitasking can, as I mentioned, actually damage our brain. It has been found that multitasking increases the production of the stress hormone cortisol and also the flight or fight hormone adrenaline. And these can overstimulate our brain and cause mental fog and scrambled thinking. The problem is that multitasking actually creates a dopamine addiction feedback loop within our brains, effectively rewarding our brain for losing focus and for constantly searching for external stimulation. And without this controlled and mindful understanding that the multitasking does not exist and is actually damaging to our productivity, to our creativity, as well as to our brain, we cannot battle efficiently against it. So we have the evidence that multitasking doesn't work, but a cognitive illusion really kicks in, making multitaskers believe they're actually excelling thanks to this dopamine adrenaline loop. Even more, in today's world, everything forces us to multitask. We are able to talk on our phones while we are driving, we are watching TV and scrolling the social media, we are at a meeting and really answering some quick emails. Hell, even so many workplaces encourage multitasking with the requirements that you need to reply to an email within 15 minutes or you need to be constantly available on the chat and reply instantly. This means that you really need to stop doing whatever you are doing to answer an email. And that's not everything, not just answering that email. It's about making the decision, do I want to answer it, how do I want to answer it, what do I want to write, and so on. So it's not just really responding yes or no. There is a list of tiny decisions that the brain have to make in order to answer that email instantly, and this is called context switching, and this comes with a great cost. So it is very detrimental that you are really trying to multitask, or sometimes you are really forced to multitask. Instead of that, we should really be focusing on one step, one task at a time. Multitasking really leads to less and sloppier work, and as evidence shows, our brain were designed to focus on work, single task at a time. We thrive when we stay on one task and not on 2-minute fragments and really doing the small things, right? Pyramids, math, the most well-known art, it was all made in this state of deep, prolonged focus, not in the state of fast switching between different small tasks. So what to do with this great lie of multitasking? The answer is really breaking the illusion of multitasking. Our brain is not developed to multitask, and this is the first thing we need to understand and we need to be aware of when we work, right? This is key to understanding also the negative impact of multitasking and becoming more efficient, more productive, and healthier by focusing on a single task at a time. This is the so-called unitasking, the mode of deep focus on one thing for a longer period of time, the mode which our brain was actually made for. This is why making lists of tasks you need to do, organizing them by priority, urgency, and so on, and then addressing them one by one is so important. You will not only get so much more things done, but you will do them at a much higher quality and, well, keep your brain healthy. If you want to know more about the effects of multitasking and other concepts of organization of productivity, I really recommend this book that I was mentioning earlier. So Daniel Levitin's Organized Mind. It is not the easiest book to read, really, but it offers so much insight into how our brain actually works, how it has been evolving through time, and how current technology requirements and, well, the environment we live in affect our productivity, organization, and how to really battle all of it, how to address it. I love it, and there are so many different concepts, and the multitasking is one of the concepts that Daniel really talks about in depth and gives so much more understanding into why multitasking is really a myth. We are not superheroes. We are not able, at least not yet, to multitask. We are just switching rapidly between different tasks at an enormous cost for our brains. So for today, let's make a summary. Basically, just try to embrace focused, concentrated work for a prolonged period of times. Try to put out all of the distractors and focus on one thing at a time and see how more you can do and how much better you can do. So thank you for hanging out with me today. If you like this, like, subscribe, drop your comments below, and I'll see you in a short while. Bye bye.